concert choir, I was fortunate to be a member of that my entire time at SDSU, which is not maybe common, especially as a freshman. It's an audition group. And so sometimes you're not ready for prime time, but I was, and so I got to be in it. And it was concert choir fall tour. And so it's a recruiting tour. We go around different areas in the Midwest and say, hey, this is what it means to be a jackrabbit. This is what it means to sing in college, right? But often you go to Sioux Falls and you go to the big high schools. You go to the cathedral in Sioux Falls, those kind of places, which are really neat and rewarding to sing in. But one of the years we were in Tripp, South Dakota. That was the last stop on our tour. At first thought, okay, this is kind of a funny place. Why did you pick this to end, Dr. Diddle? Well, we got to this church and it was lovely, and it was not a huge church, as you can imagine. And interesting formation. We just, okay, let's go. We have 65 singers. Let's get ourselves kind of situated like a choir. We'll fit how we can fit. And we had a lovely homemade meal by all the church ladies made us dinner. We ate. It was great fellowship. And then we did our concert. We showed up to our concert and it was standing room only. It was so interesting and amazing that the church was completely packed to the rafters and we sung our hearts out. I honestly can't remember a more rewarding concert I've ever been a part of. And it made it all better, or even more impactful for me afterwards, when I overheard some people talking from the community saying, wow, that was so cool. I can never remember a time when either a big high school or a college came to Tripp and did anything. So they felt really special that we came. We felt like rock stars. And it reminded me, that's why we do what we do. It's not just about the glory or the praise. It's about sharing our gifts with everybody else. And as a land-grant university, I think we fulfilled our purpose there. Another memorable experience I had was singing it's Bach's St. Matthew Passion with the South Dakota Symphony. Now, this was an interesting thing for me because I was a piano major at SDSU, and so I was on scholarship, to accompany. And since I was a singer, they had me accompany voice students, had me accompany some choirs. Well, that particular semester, the normal accompanist for concert choir wasn't able to be there every day. And so Dr. Dill asked me if I could help accompany. I said, sure, without even knowing what I was getting into. And it ended up being it's the pinnacle choral work, probably, in history. And so, but it's 4-part open score, which means every part has its own line, and you have to just read that. And it's really hard music. Well, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot of what I was being trained to do because I was able to do it. At first, it seemed like this impossible challenge. And I was nervous for choir every day because I had to play, but it was so rewarding in the end. And then we got on the stage with professional musicians and professional soloists that they brought in from New York to sing this with us. It was mind-opening for me. And now I want to conduct it someday because I know I could.